What's going on, everybody? It's the Laugh Track. I'm your host, Spencer Whitman. We're joined by Gabe, Logan, Justin, Dixon, and today we're gonna not review. I messed it up.
You do this every time too.
We're doing pre-thoughts for Isle of Dogs. Wes
Four
Anderson's
things before.
4 things to know before. It's a play on words. It's. I think it's cool. So we're gonna be talking about Isle of Dogs, Wes Anderson's new stop-go animation
Stop-go.
movie about
and stop.
Go.
Red light.
So the movie's set in Japan. Isle of Dogs follows a boy's odyssey in search of his lost dog. It's got an 8.4 on IMDb. Currently, it's not even out yet completely to the public. It's doing great. And we've got a lot to talk this movie. We're super hyped. Are you hyped?
Yes.
Are you hyped?
I'm hyped. Very hyped.
Yeah, cool.
Look alive, son.
Dixon is on. He's on the line?
Just because you guys aren't hyped about Ready Player One. So.
Look, I didn't say it like
I'm just kidding. I'm super hyped. It's going to be dope.
Let's just jump into it.
All right, here are the 4 things to know before.
So, okay, number 1. Are you going to tell him?
Yeah, this is the longest stop-motion movie of all time.
Ooh.
It just beat Coraline by 2 minutes.
How long is it?
Long enough to be the longest.
It's an hour and 41 minutes.
Yeah, it's way too long.
Hour 41?
Hour 41. Coraline was an hour 39.
How long was Fantastic Fox? That's like an hour 30.
Hour 20. I thought it was an hour 20.
Nah, it's
I really like Fantastic Mr. Fox a lot.
Have you guys ever done stop action animation?
Yes, I tried it for one thing once.
So I spent...
The Avengers thing?
It sucks.
So my mother is was a technology coordinator in my high school, and she would, during the summers, since she would not be working, right, she'd have the summers off, she would teach this class. So I taught this class to younger kids when I was in high school. Super cool, super fun. Like, at some points you just want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
In middle school?
Yeah, that's called life.
Yikes! Yeah, in middle school we did a stop-go where, we all sat down and it was like a train. We had a line of kids all sitting down, and then, all right, picture. All right, now move, picture. And then we did it around the school to the song "A Crazy Train," which is why I hate that song. But yeah,
the question to ask though is: do Wes Anderson movies? You've all seen some. Do they feel long?
No.
I think they fly by.
And I think a lot of that too. I just recently watched Moonrise Kingdom, is just because of the way.
Oh, is that what you texted the other day when you said you just saw the greatest movie of all time?
No, I saw Gringo.
Which one?
Gringo.
Oh, okay.
Which was the worst movie I've seen since Song to Song, which says a lot.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, so stop animation is really cool, stop motion, whatever. And Wes Anderson's movies do feel artsy. They feel fat. They go by fast. The pace is always super good.
Quirky.
Absolutely. And
I think that's what gets it.
It also helps that you have a whole bunch of actors and actresses that everyone loves.
Dude, that cast list is stacked.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And even though you might not hear all of them, like Greta Gerwig, you might not hear her that much, but still
in there,
seeing her name on there, or Yoko Ono, or
we don't put her.
She killed the Beatles.
Yes, she did.
All of them.
All of them.
So we got Bryan Cranston. Cranston.
You know what you did.
Looking at you, Oko.
Can I get the country of origin for that?
Japan.
Yikes. We got Bryan Cranston, Edward Norton, Bill Murray, Jeff Goldblum.
This sounds like a Wes Anderson film. We were talking before, all the people who work together.
Scarlett Johansson.
You just named all of them except for her.
Yoko Ono. But this is crazy. Do you think it's petty that he beat out the longest by 2 minutes? Do you think he did it just...
No. I think Wes Anderson is the least petty person
I feel like he started scripting and getting ready for this movie before Coraline even was released, or anything like that. I feel like this is one of his
So you don't think it was...
projects.
And 2 minutes in the scope of stop animation is...
40 days.
A lot of time.
Have you guys seen the episode of Parks and Rec when
no.
Ben gets laid off and he does the stop animation? He's like, been working on this for 2 months now. Plays it, it's 3 seconds. Literally.
It's so funny.
That. He's it was great. If you haven't seen it, watch it. But yeah.
No, crazy. I've yet to see it. But this movie, moving on to the second thing, said to have a lot of Japanese influence, and a lot of Wes Anderson's movies feel American. And I'll say specifically with the most recent one I watched, Moonrise Kingdom, it's a Boy Scout, Cub Scout, camping, runaway. That movie was like the American childhood for a lot of people, and it definitely had that American feel. With the exemption, which is why we said most, like Grand Budapest Hotel didn't feel American to me that much.
Life
I've not
Aquatic
seen
didn't.
it.
Life Aquatic didn't feel that American to me.
Okay.
I haven't seen that one either.
This takes place 100% in Japan though.
Right. Which
And
is going to be...
It's 100% English though. Like there's like I looked up the languages.
Mhm.
There's going to be no subtitles, no background vocals.
I knew there was no
It's like
subtitles.
all English.
So even though in the trailers the little kid is speaking in Japanese, we still won't.
IMDb betrayed me. It said English only.
Yeah, because
Under languages.
I was gonna say because it looked like there were
The
no
kid
subtitles.
definitely speaks Japanese. For sure.
It definitely also looks like there's subtitles like in the trailer even.
So whose
really?
throat am I coming for at IMDb?
Like I said, don't trust
Mr.
IMDb.
IMDb
Yeah.
himself.
His name is actually DB because
It's
it's
like,
I
I
am
am
DB.
douchebag.
Y'all heard it here first.
So what do you think they're gonna mean by like severe Japanese influence? Seeing as there's probably not gonna be that many like martial arts like you see in East
I think it's
Asian
gonna be like
movies.
the just like the characteristics.
So-
Of,
It's
like
a
the
culture.
kid.
I'm looking for like pop
culture.
culture type of
Yeah.
stuff or the ways of like society.
I
Like,
I think it's gonna be societal norms because it is much different over there.
Absolutely. Japan is very
Honorable.
that, and they're very specific in like their culture subsets. So I think they're just kind of seeing. Obviously, the dogs, if you don't know, are like stray dogs.
Yeah.
And they help find this boy's actual dog. So I think there's going to be like a lot of classism going on with poor and working class. Japan is very known for its working class. That's what people do in Japan. They work until they.
Yeah.
Japan has a crazy high suicide
Literally kill
rate.
themselves.
Yeah, Japan has a crazy high suicide rate. So I think we're gonna see a lot of it. We heard it's political. You know, we've heard that it's just got a lot of that.
it's political and they have a lot of suicide. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
That Logan Paul video.
What do you think if Logan Paul's in this movie? And like it's just like a sequel. Not you leaving?
No, I think that. Well, that kind of brings us to our third point, which is it's very political. It's got religious stances. It's got limits of democracy and like the value of journalism, which is your words. Not
Yeah.
mine.
Which was also someone else's like review.
Shut up. So
It was a collective reviews actually.
what we want to know,
like
like,
keywords from other ones.
is there a hidden agenda in a Wes Anderson movie, or is it gonna just be a quirky, fun movie that he kind of ran out of like American quirkiness and is moving into something a little bit different? You know, we don't
And
know.
like coincidentally ties in with Trump.
Are there always in his movies? Have you noticed any other underlying themes that he doesn't present, or do you think it's just going to be another one of like just a fun movie?
What?
Okay, let's
like-
dissect it. For Fantastic Mr. Fox,
Yeah.
what do you think it is?
I'm thinking like
It's
like,
got to be something like to do with the poor.
yeah,
right?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think even like Moonrise Kingdom kind of has that because the kid's like a foster kid. And
Yeah.
In
the
Rushmore, the kid wants to be bigger than he is.
Yep. Oh, that's such a good movie. For
Bottle
me.
Rocket, they want just
Money.
they kind of just. I'm trying to think like more sort of.
The adventure. Adventure is really big in Wes Anderson
Dude,
movies.
Rushmore. Wait, do we?
Rushmore's the one with the kid in the school. Like I feel
But
like
he was poor, right?
was he poor?
I'm pretty sure, right? I could have sworn he was all on scholarship, wasn't
I
he?
have no clue.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was all on scholarship.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like the one kid they like kept trying to kick out.
Yeah, because his dad
Yeah.
was a barbershop guy.
Yes.
Yeah, he was poor.
So Wes Anderson
Loves
focuses on poor people. So
Bro, we just broke it!
and these dogs are stray dogs.
We cracked the freaking code!
So
I just
is-
call him Wes, by the way. We're on a first name basis now.
Mr. W.
Would you consider like having the if you think about the stray dogs being like the poor people, like homeless
we
people?
call them the poors.
Yikes.
Yikes!
Um,
No, like homeless poor people. Like there's too many of them.
Are there rich homeless people?
There might be. Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen.
What? Is he homeless?
I don't know.
I
He's
know he
rich
does a
though.
lot of coke.
I'm sure he was homeless at one point.
Probably.
No, but what I'm saying is like, do you think like the stray dogs are like he's like portraying like
Symbolistic of something.
of like poor people?
Well, and it's
Yeah,
And,
definitely
and like the higher the rich people are like, we don't want them poisoning our city, so we're gonna go put them on like a different island.
yeah,
Right.
overpopulation, huge issue in today's society.
Especially in like Asian cities.
This movie also has a PG-13 rating, which was I saw a lot of just news articles talking about like this is really odd for a stop motion movie to be PG-13, that's Wes Anderson, because like apparently there's really violent depictions in this movie, and I saw like a scuffle of the dogs in one of the things, and it looked really cool and artsy, but I don't think it was very necessarily like violent. So I'm kind of looking forward to just.
Have you ever seen Watership Down?
No.
That's
Okay.
the one with the bunnies.
They kill each other and rip each other's throats out. So
It's
anything animated, you can get away with murder. Swear, literally.
Yeah, and
Okay,
well, that's what I'm wondering.
Mr.
is,
Fox
like,
is PG and they say cuss, so is there gonna be like, swear words now too,
I hope.
rather than saying
what the cuss?
yeah?
Well, that's a quirk. I don't know.
Yeah.
I did read that there's just thematic elements that are gonna make this movie for people that are 13 and older. So, hence the rating.
Does that really real sidetrack? Does the PG-13 like actually stray like parents away?
That's
that-
an episode
Probably
idea.
used to.
Let's do that, dude.
Okay.
Like does it really though? Like
No.
are parents gonna be like, oh, you're 12, you can't go see this PG?
Yeah, I mean, yes. I
Some
think
parents,
there
yeah.
are uptight parents that are just like,
Call my mom uptight.
what?
Wheezy.
What?
It's my mom's name.
Is it Wheezy?
Yeah.
F baby?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, my boy Wesy.
She's-
What's
She
good?
used to be-
Wesy F. But yeah. So okay.
All right, the fourth point to talk about is the score.
Dun, 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 dun.
Alexander Desplat,
Dun, 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 dun.
who just won the Oscar for Shape of Water, is doing this movie. It's his fourth Wes Anderson one. He also did Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, and then you know it's gonna be good.
So, will the music be a movie score with, just like for the movie, or will it have like Japanese elements? Because you hear like
It has to.
the drums already in,
Yeah.
the,
In the
trailer
trailer.
and stuff. So, is it going to be something like, I don't know about you guys, but I listen to The Shape of Water at work every day.
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it going to have like replayability like that kind of thing? Like, am I going to want to see an orchestral
I think it's gonna be
performance of it?
So.
cultural. It's gonna be influenced, and I think it's gonna be good. Just from the story standpoint, it's a, I mean, it's a travel movie. I feel like in all of his movies, there's like, they travel a
It's
lot.
definitely a journey in almost
Yeah,
all of his movies.
Absolutely. And I think that this
Not-
movie
With the
specifically,
exception
Not-
of Rushmore.
But he
But-
went on a
like even in Rushmore,
he was always sort of traveling and going places and
you got a journey, dude.
Okay, you guys got me.
But
They're all staring at me.
I feel like for Isle of Dogs,
Well, they
like
would
there's
come
just
to you.
a lot. It's gonna be a much more difficult journey. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit more like robust in terms of score. I feel like it's just gonna be a little bit more gritty because they're stray dogs. They're violent, apparently. You got a boy that they got to protect. I just feel like there's a lot more struggle in this journey. So I feel like the score is really gonna have to build up to that and work with that the storyline.
Okay. Is that all we got for the
That's
Isle
all
of
I
Dogs?
got.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. We're excited to see
for the
it.
Academy Award-winning movie Isle of Dogs?
I think it's going to.
It's
I
gonna-
don't see anything else trying to beat it.
For what? Animated?
Animated.
Incredibles 2.
No.
I mean, it might get nominated. I don't think so. I think Isle of
Boss
Dogs.
Baby 2.
Yeah.
Lego
I'm
Batman
done doing
2.
this podcast. You guys
Never
have fun.
again.
I shut the garage doors for you.
Oh, catch you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in.
This has been an SRD production.